When Yasser Attai began receiving threats from the Taliban for working with foreign troops, there was no doubt his life was in danger.
I couldn't wait any longer, so I left.
Stonewalled, he says, by our government, the former Canadian Forces translator started a new life in Sweden. That was in 2013. Today, Attai says he's been abandoned by this nation all over again. His parents and sisters were left behind in hiding in Taliban-controlled Afghanistan. He says they're a target because his mother was also employed by the Canadian government in Kandahar.
The life is done for them in Afghanistan. It is only a matter of time that the Taliban find out about them.
Since August 4th, about 2,500 refugees have actually arrived in Canada, and the Immigration Department says at least 700 more are expected to arrive from transit points in the days and weeks to come.
Do they think that we're simply going to carry on and do the job of the government?
Hamilton businessman Chris Eklund has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars funding the private rescue effort. His group, the Canadian Heroes Foundation, overcame long odds to move hundreds of ex-employees and their families to Kabul and airlift them to safety. He estimates only 15% of the 2,000 people they are helping were evacuated.
Even though stuff was back-channeled to myself personally from the three ministers in the PMO's office, that's not the way that this should have happened. We have a duty as a country, ethically and morally, to help these people out.
Eklund hasn't stopped efforts to get allies out. He continues to run a network of safe houses in the capital, but says government bureaucracy remains an issue.
Despite myself and others reaching out to the government, it's still one of these things where they say, well, here's the email, this is what you do. And it's like, yes, but we've done that. The people have done that.
Attai shares that frustration. Coming to Canada is his family's last hope, he says, but they've been met only with silence from Ottawa.
Just do what you promise. They say lots of good words on media. They say that we take out the people who are very close, but in reality, it's not that way.
The government has maintained its airlift operation was successful and says since the evacuation ended, it has been working with neighboring countries to help Afghans flee overland. The Immigration Department added it is working with veterans groups on ways it can support their efforts. Caryn Ceolin, CityNews.